Last time on D&D, you guys got into the Gala, and half of you decided to do some reconnaissance and delved into the dungeons below the dungeons, below the palace. So yes, so half of you went to do that. The other half of you were in the Gala ballroom, talking up some people as so Kaevis and Courtney
Bertolt?
have come down to the floor here. The prince also went down to the floor to mingle. I'm just for visually, you can just pretend there's a bunch of people out here dancing and probably like wait staff walking around with hors d'oeuvres and such. Bertold, I wasn't sure where you were, so I just kind of put you in this corner. Go, feel free to move yourself wherever you want, where you would like to be. I assume once you and Kaevis had finished speaking with the Duke and his son, Enoch probably would have wandered in, and probably walked over to start talking to the Duke. Presumably, unless Tim, you think Enoch has a better.
No, he's probably talking to the Duke.
Okay. Cool. Yes. So we will pick up here in the ballroom as things are happening. So, for the three of you or two of you, I guess, that are in the room right now, Franklin is also. Oddly enough, you don't see You have not seen Franklin at all so far, since except for those of you who came in with him, not seen him.
Oh, is he not here again?
Yes.
I think Bertold and I did a like an insight check when the red lady came in, so we may actually know that that's Franklin.
I believe there were some critical
I'm pretty
failures.
sure I flubbed it.
No, I think
Yeah.
I succeeded pretty well on that one.
Okay, I know Bertold did poorly.
Did he?
Yes, he rolled a 2 and got an 11 total, and it was funny.
Yeah.
I thought I got like an 18. Maybe
That was
a different
that was
check.
Bertold. I don't know what you did.
Alright.
Or Bertold got the 11 total. I don't know what you may have rolled the 18.
I do not
no matter.
recall.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well, also, I think Franklin used disguise kit
Yes.
or something.
He did get an 18, but he got better than that. So you guys don't. You just think you don't know where he is.
Okay.
So yeah. So while you guys are here, on the ballroom floor, what is obviously, Kaevis, you're probably dancing with Courtney, and occasionally, because it's just like a customary thing, as people dance or whatever, you get like different partners as you cycle throughout the dance floor. That's just like
Sure.
a thing. So while you are doing that, is there anything specifically you're trying to do, or are you trying to?
I kind of want to.
Yeah.
I kind of want to locate where Jack's quarters might be, like in the palace, so that later one of us can go snooping.
Okay. Do you just want to talk up Courtney, or try to?
I was hoping to get that information out of Courtney, if possible. But I'm not really sure how to smoothly slip that in.
You could give me a persuasion check.
I gotta pull. gotta scroll down. What did I do? Eh.
Yeah,
Got
13.
a 13. I mean, you could always like try to be coy about it and be like,
Uh-huh.
After the dancing, it might be good to know where the royal quarters are.
Oh my god.
Like that, yeah.
And then she's just like, I'm not into you, and stops talking.
Fuck.
But
Can
I was
get
gonna be
an
like-
indie world?
I was gonna be like, give me a moment while I freshen up, and then just never come back.
Wow. Cold.
old. As I
Avis puts business first.
Yes, sir.
He is incredibly willing to sacrifice their love, after all.
Yes. So you try to be coy about it, and she, in kind, replies coyly, so you don't really get too much information.
Oh.
But her, I mean, you know that it's probably on the other side from the servants' quarters, which you may have a general idea of where that is.
Then I would
I
probably
know where the
want
servants'
to,
quarters
as
are.
I'm like cycling after I get that information,
Mm.
and I would maybe want to like cycle into the crowd, and then people lose track of me, and then I try
Sure.
and go snooping.
So go ahead and give me you can give me a stealth check.
You could just also tip off the rogue standing right here to go do that.
Yes, that as well. But I can't. You can't be my dance partner. That would be weird.
damn.
Okay, so yeah, so 17. I mean, that's gonna beat most people's passive. I'm gonna check on. I probably just checking some. This is. Yeah.
Where is your beautifully drawn extended map?
I removed it. Okay, so yeah, so you are able to, get away, go wherever you want. So Bertold, you probably. What's your passive again? It's like.
My passive perception is 19.
Okay, so you see what he's doing, like from the crowd. And so you see Cavis kind of like starting to head up the stairs.
But like in classic stealthing fashion, as from the first session in the campaign. Skyrim crouching.
Oh.
Somehow that works better than Bertold expects against most people. He's like, wow, I can't believe all these people are falling for this.
It's so overt, it's covert.
Yes.
Yeah. People are constantly thinking like, oh, he must have dropped.
He must have been dropped. I'm just looking for my contact lens. What's a contact lens? You're obviously too poor to afford them. So okay, so you're heading. So you head up to the balcony.
I
Bertold,
think you
what
said
are
the
you
servants'
doing?
quarters were like this way.
They were on the kind of northwest or top left section of the building, and this is the bottom center. So yeah,
Right.
your current arrow is kind of pointing in the right direction, but not anymore.
So opposite of this.
Yeah.
This way is where they are.
Yes, but
As
she
you've
said
seen-
opposite.
As you've seen, like as people come in and out, you see that servants tend to go this way when they have to,
I will
go
then tend to
replenish
go this.
whatever. Okay. So you can wander in that direction. So while you move out, Bertold, what would you like to do while he does whatever he's going off to do?
That's a great question. I'm probably going to go ahead and get back, start doing the dancing thing.
Okay, sure.
To just keep up the appearances of, like, if anyone asks, I will come up with an excuse that, you know, what happened to Canvas? Oh, I think he went to go take a walk.
Yes. It is a little comical from the where you're at. If you occasionally look up here, you can tell that the Duke is talking to somebody, but obviously the banister goes above where you can actually see them.
Yeah.
But you can tell he's like looking down.
Yeah.
Off to the side talking to someone. So while you're doing your dancing and keeping up things and keeping an eye
Appearances.
out, at a certain, after like a not too much longer, that you see a guard kind of come in from here, looking a little out of breath, and he, like, as he comes in, he kind of like stops and tries to straighten himself out, and then briskly walks over here and says something to the Duke, who looks at him, and his eyes get really wide, and then they have a bit of a exchange, and he starts, and then the guard, he says something to the guard, and then the guard walks back, and as you can see, he goes around to, through a few minutes, he goes throughout the ballroom here and taps like a few other guards on the shoulder and says something to them, and they start to like funnel out of the ballroom. So there's like maybe like a cup, there's like maybe like not that many. There's not that many guards left in here, basically, because it seems like something has happened, and they are moving out of the ballroom. So
What?
with that, let's
What direction is the gardens, by the way, really quick?
The gardens are
Upright.
this direction.
Okay.
So we'll quickly cut to Kavis, and then we'll do your little thing, and then we'll cut back to what the others are doing. And Kavis, so you are wandering the halls. So you're heading in kind of as you walk down that hallway, if you just walk straight down that hallway, you'll eventually come to where the gardens are. If you want to, do you want to stop and ask anybody, anything? Because like, there's a few people here, but most people are obviously in the Gala. So occasionally you'll see like, maybe, somebody who is coming back from like, presumably maybe like the latrine or something. But there's not really anybody on this side of the palace at this point.
Did I gather that the royal quarters were on the same level as the ballroom here? Like they're on this floor?
You're unsure?
Chat.
If you want to stop and ask, I mean, you could try to ask somebody, or you can just explore, or give me an insight check for where you think they might possibly be in this. Okay. So you're like, okay, the royal quarters generally are probably on the top floor. So the ballroom, like this entryway here, is probably like the second floor, and then the stairs come down to what would be the first floor. So they'd probably be on the top floor. There's a good chance they might actually overlook the gardens because, pretty view outside your window sort of a thing. And the palace, so you can probably find your way where you think, okay, this is probably where the quarters are. There's probably a staircase that goes up. Like you could go straight out into the gardens, or there's like probably a staircase that goes up to the 3rd floor.
Oh, from the gardens?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would use that then. If there's no one in the gardens, it's a very open space.
Sure, yeah. There might be a couple people out there, but most people are in the... They're not gonna really pay attention to you.
Yeah.
So I'll say you find your way up to where the royal quarters are. There are probably guards standing outside of the royal quarters. Like, there's probably 2 guards on either side of, like, a set of, like, what I'd say is probably at the top of the stairs that go to there. So, like, as you kind of come around to the bottom of the staircase, you can see up at the top of the stairs, there's 2 armed guards standing there just chilling.
At the top of the stairs, not standing in front of the quarters.
Right, but you have to go up the stairs to get to where the quarters are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How hard would it be to stealth past? Or are they right there, like, watching?
I mean, they're right there. They're like the stairs go up and they're at, like, they're basically, blocking part of the stairway at the top. Like they're just standing there. Menacing.
I don't know. Maybe I could try a different direction, because I kind of don't want to try and persuade. Because if I fail being persuasive, then it's gonna start. Why was I gone? And now I have to come back down.
You won't get the ghost achievement that you need at the end of the mission.
Right. Exactly. How about, you said there was a balcony, like, that probably belonged to the royal quarters overlooking the garden?
Yep.
Is it possible that I could try and acrobatics my way up there?
Sure, you can go out into the gardens and look up, and you see that there's, a balcony up there. Nice glass windows behind it. There's I'd say you could give me acrobatics or athletics to try to, like, parkour. I guess acrobatics would be like to parkour your way up. Nice. Yeah, so you also give me a stealth check on top with that acrobatics check.
I was hoping
Okay.
this, and I had to do that. They might not have the best perception. They're not even. They're like, whatever. They're loaded this garden.
So you hop your way up or whatever, very gracefully, and then as you pop over the banister or whatever, because you can't see what's on the other side of the little wall, you step down and you kind of trip over a potted plant or something as you kind of stumble onto it, and the plant and you hear there's just a small sound of pottery breaking.
Okay, if it's just the people of the garden, they might not think anything. I'm just gonna risk it. We're gonna go in.
So sure, whether or not the people in the garden acknowledge that, you don't know, or if they care, you do not know. So yeah,
Lousy ghost.
Yes. Sure. So you go in and you see that it looks like
No, it continues.
okay. So from where you're at in the gardens, you can see that there's like a balcony you're on, and then there's a little bit of a space in another balcony. And so as you go in, did you do the left or the right balcony?
The right. And when you say right, I'm assuming I'm wanting to do the one that's farther away from the stair.
Sure. Okay. Fine. Perfect. Then yeah. Okay. So you go to that one. Yeah, and that as you kind of they're just glass doors that you push your way into. Surprisingly not locked. And
Well, they
as
probably
you-
don't imagine people jumping up to their balcony, and it would be kind of a pain in the butt to have to unlock it, lock it.
So yeah, so you pop in here and you see that there's a large 4-poster bed with like the curtain or whatever the curtain things. This looks very much like the quintessential noble like room. You can tell that it does look very I guess give me
Well, I was gonna say, I just spent time with Courtney, and royal females especially females, tend to be like very like they want to present themselves the best, and that usually includes some sort of perfume. Does this room smell like Courtney does?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm glad you prefaced that.
Yeah, I just want to say, investigate purposes only.
Yeah, go ahead and give me investigate.
To remember if this smells like Courtney?
Oh, well, I guess okay. I guess that'd be a pretty passive thing.
Especially
you
since he was just dancing with her.
Yeah. No, it does not smell like her. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
you see,
cool.
like it's like the room is oddly like it's lavish, but like simply so. If that makes any sense, like you can tell all the stuff in here is probably really expensive, but it's not like gaudy. Yeah, it also
I
smells
see what you're
very
saying.
like. It smells very. It's like, as you're like looking, it's like it's very clean in here, and it almost smells like sterile in here.
Hmm.
Like a cleaner or like a laboratory,
Like a
or
clean
something like
room.
that. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, I guess I'll look around into like dressers and stuff or whatnot, maybe.
You find a lot of men's clothing in the dressers and the wardrobe, things like that. You start to piece together, this is probably either the Duke's son or the Duke's room, but you feel like the Duke's room might actually be a
Gaudy.
little grander than this.
Yeah.
Also might actually contain women's clothes too.
Yeah, that's probably true.
All right. I think
Unless-
this is where
unless
His
I-
wife.
Yeah, unless I forgot something about it, him having lost his wife or something.
Well, if this is Jack's room, this is the mother load. I'm just gonna, especially because I know he wanted to give some sort of announcement in the ballroom. I don't think there's any chance of him coming back here too quickly. I want to try and be thorough about my investigation.
Sure. Okay, so go ahead and give me investigation with advantage since you're taking some extra time to.
Please. Dice, jeez. Okay, could have been worse.
Okay.
Could have been much.
Sure.
It's a
Are there
15.
specific things you're looking for?
We're trying to. Well, the entire reason that we started this escapade was in order to find some sort of damning evidence or something to indict Jack as some sort of necromancer. So I'm looking for something that ties him to that in any capacity.
I
Okay.
would say this room looks like a room that someone would go to sleep, and pretty much it.
Yeah, it does not look like there's much activity in this room.
It seems
Like,
like
a lot-
the man
That's-
who's here is like a stoic or something.
That's so.
So, yes.
Any
Then
sort
you find a strange journal. Oh, it says, "I have been told to keep a journal of my travels."
I add it to my bag of journals.
I'm totally kidding.
Okay.
I could start a
I'm not gonna
journal
pull a fast
because
one,
I've been
Sam.
told that.
You find a journal. It's empty. You feel compelled to draw pictures of mushrooms.
I open up my journal decks and I put it.
Oh, there's one word on the spine just says exposition.
I pull out my
Oh,
Rotom
I didn't-
journal.
He must. I wonder if he knows Jack. Is there's no sort of, I guess I'll be a little more broader in like what I could find. Maybe is there any sort of like trinkets or like, I don't know. I'm thinking like lockets or accessories of some kind. Are there any books at all that aren't immediately like
There are
necromancy?
ledgers,
Oh,
like of his dealings with the other feudal princes, and how he is basically maintaining peace with them for his father's sake.
okay. So that, I mean, I guess what would that entail? I feel
Basically,
ignorant,
it's how much money he's spending to like keep the armies up and to basically police the area.
okay.
And it's like logs of like reports from soldiers and stuff like that. I'm sorry, ledger was
The
a little
Duke
bit
has his
bad of a word for this.
I see what you're saying. He's
the
just
Duke has his son as his steward.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
He takes a lot of the responsibility from his father, since his father is grooming him to be an heir.
I mean, maybe he's not going to leave right now. Maybe he has other plans if he is a necromancer. But is there any sort of like what has his travel history looked like right now? And could we potentially deduce where he might be going after this?
Interesting. So you're looking at the latest entry?
And yeah, just be like, okay, well, these are the districts within his purview. We know that if he's going to continue doing his job right now, which granted is not a given, he might go full necromancer and who fucking knows. But if there's like, if he has like A through K districts and it says that he's recently visited like A through G, then we know he's not going to go back to those to do his job right now, as opposed to go to H through K.
Okay, I have to pull up the map real quick. To make sure I get this correct. Sorry, Sam.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
It is a bit of a reach. But...
Well, it's taking long. Okay, here we go. Alright. It seems that he has recently come back from visiting... Why can't I move? Oh. He was up at Seaward, negotiating...
I'll move us over to that map for
Oh, okay.
convenience.
He was up at Seaward negotiating. It seems like some kind of settlement for the basically making sure that they're policing their roads better because some of the shipments from from Silver Lake have not made it there properly. It seems that he did visit one of the princes that has a manor, and let me find the pinging tool here. Am I in the right layer?
Which province wasn't doing their job properly?
Seaward, but Seaward is like
Oh,
a
just-
neighboring like duchy / thing. It's under Mary, so he doesn't technically have jurisdiction over them. But he was basically went there to bitch about the fact that they aren't keeping the roads well enough supplied with troops to keep away the highway robberies and stuff. And so he also visited a manor here in the hills, which would be around like that region. He also visited Misty Fish. And then he visited a manor in the woods close to Silver Lake itself, and then came back to Silver Lake. That was his most recent journey.
You said the most recent was he visited just some forest next to Silver Lake?
Well, the most recent one, so he went seaward.
No. Most recent. The last one you said.
Misty Fish, and then there was one in like a manor in the forest before he got back to town. A manor in the forest, yes.
So it was like along the way between here and Misty Fish, not like
right.
He came back from Misty Fish and went to the manor.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So, where's this first manor?
Right in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
into the woods and
roughly,
then back. Yeah, that's the journey he took, as far as you can tell. And you would know since you have a good knowledge of the region from your business.
Okay. And would I know the details of those manors? Is that what you said? Sorry.
Yeah. I don't have names for those feudal lords right now, but
but I would know that they're feudal lords.
Yes.
That he's going to visit.
Basically, there is a village in the woods that makes timbers for boats, and that feudal prince is over them, and then the one closer to the salt marshes brings in some other goods that could be useful. Yeah, that's what this is up here, by the way. This is Salt Marsh.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's about as much as I wanted to glean. It's not necessarily actionable, but might give us a good idea of where he's going. If he's going anywhere. He could just be like, nope, it's phase 3. Everyone's a zombie. Alright.
All right. Speaking of, while we're gonna cut back to Berthold here in the room
In the Gala.
Berthold,
did you cut the rug with anyone?
I would have with the person that Bertold probably doesn't. I, the player, don't remember her name,
Courtney.
but Bertold would have done at least a little bit with Courtney, just to be like.
Oh my goodness!
Do you want to make any small talk while you're?
Please don't bring attention to the fact that I'm gone.
Oh, I'm definitely not mentioning that.
What a good
I think I'll do. I think I'll do small talk
Courtney,
about how.
Fucking Bertold.
how fascinating her business is? ?
Yeah.
Again, me the player, not remembering everything.
Yes.
I don't remember that either.
I don't
actually.
remember
They're in the-
everything either. So.
Fucking Tim doesn't remember.
Yeah. So she mentions like, oh yes, business is going quite well. Although we
To
Have-
business.
we have had some issues with the transports down from up north, but and that horrible thing that happened with Misty Fish that's also affected a bit of our trade. The entire city being overrun.
Oh, I heard about that. Such a tragedy.
Yes. And then, there's not much more of conversation for that, before you get paired off to somebody else. So with the information that this guard would have come into with and told the Duke, Enoch's there. Tim, do you think Enoch would go and follow the guards? Or would he stay here?
He would stay with the Gala.
Okay. So he'll stay here looking, well, concerned, I suppose.
Oh, which direction do our guards head off in?
They leave out, like, the entrance, like, back towards, like, the main hall.
Okay, and not towards the dungeon.
Correct.
Okay.
But
I'm going to assume that something is happening, but I'm not going to worry about it for now.
With that, as you are, dancing around, so you've probably gotten moved over with the dancing. I'll say Courtney's like here. This guy's moved down the room a little bit. As you're that, you hear, like, over the sound of the music and stuff. You don't pick it up initially, but you can tell, like, you almost like spider sense tingling that something there, and you hear like shouts coming from this hallway, and you see like maybe half a dozen servants spill out of this hallway, and they just start sprinting towards the main entrance shouting, and it's enough where everybody kind of stops and looks, and then there's like a moment of silence, and you just hear like this kind of moaning sound, and then from out of this hallway you see creeps a zombie, and then it just kind of stands there, and then like starts like lurching towards some people standing up on the balcony, and then you see a few more zombies start to spill out behind it, and the whole Gala, just everything breaks into absolute chaos, and people are running around trying to get out wherever they can, and it just everything erupts into chaos. So I would like
Does Enoch
you
see
to roll
this?
initiative. Yeah, Enoch's right there, so he sees there's a bunch
Yeah,
of
yeah.
zombies right there.
Are you
it's like
sure?
over
I don't think
here.
you can see over the banister.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
I'm sorry.
true.
Sorry.
Why
He
is
sees the
everybody yelling?
pandemonium.
It's not blocked by the banister.
No, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
All things are blocked by
How
the
can I-
banister.
Right here.
Mass hysteria.
It's right here.
Sorry. Okay, they moved where
What's
the
that?
change layer button is. Oh
It's right
my
there.
god.
Right there.
That's what's happening.
Layer tokens.
Run for your life! It's the appetizer.
It's the appetizer. Yes. So
I heard them coming.
Bertold is sick and tired of this pomp and circumstance and wants to kill things.
yes. Tim, you can roll for Enoch.
I did.
Oh, you did?
You don't need me to
did.
roll in it.
You're not here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have. So for those of you who are in the dungeon, we'll
Alright.
quickly cut to you to do a bit of a thing. So as you guys are coming up the stairs back to where you knocked out the two guards, you see, as you were there or whatever, you can see that one of the guards, one of the guards is there unconscious, and the other one, there's like a zombie like on top of him, like going to town, like just munching away.
I'm gonna try and kill the zombie.
Yep.
That's a-
Go ahead. It is not doesn't notice you because it is munching. So go ahead and give me your attacks. Yep.
That's only 8. I'm not raging. My bad.
Okay. Where?
Oh,
But it's were.
Sam,
Would it hold?
Mhm.
I would say that Jack probably summons the guards to fight the zombies.
Yes. He probably yells something.
And it's probably rallying to fight the zombies with them.
But, he probably doesn't have any weapons on him.
No, he'd be in a command position, but he would stay in the area.
Probably also telling the zombies to fight the guards.
Okay.
That's
so
great. Maybe he can have a little accident.
So that's 8 plus 7.
Yeah, it's 15 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you cut into this thing, it's still not dead. So the
Wow.
other views that are there, you can this will be a surprise round for you guys on this one zombie.
I'll take a shot at it with my hand crossbow.
A double hit.
Wow.
That'll hit. 15
Wow.
damage.
Nice. Okay, so it has to roll undead fortitude, but I don't think it's gonna be hard for it to make that save. Actually, I think it has to crit in order to make that save. Okay, it does not make that. Yeah, because the DC is 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the zombie's dead. Unfortunately, that guard that it was munching on is dead, but the other one is just unconscious, laying there. And you can hear up ahead of you the sound of chaos coming down
Mass
the hallway.
hysteria.
Does anybody know medicine? We should probably wake this guy up.
You know, Ramvik, why don't we go look for someone else who knows medicine, and we can deal with any other zombies we see along the way.
So I
can always
should
attempt it,
carry him?
No. We'll leave him here. You know that it's dangerous to transport someone who's injured.
Here, I'm
Save
gonna
us
put a
those
few
first aid.
cards.
I look at him, and then I look at the zombie, and then I look at him, and I look at the zombie. Not sure spinal injury is his biggest concern.
Well, you never know for sure unless you get him looked at by an expert. Now let's go look for some help.
All right.
See, there's probably like
follow Samus.
a few guards around the ballroom, but not many because a lot of them got pulled out. Yeah. So okay, so you guys are gonna follow. So we'll say in a couple rounds, you guys will catch up, coming down the hallways and whatnot.
I would like to, unironically, if I see some like other nobles or important looking people, ask them if there's anyone who could help treat this poor guard who's been direly injured by zombies that came out of the dungeon.
They're gonna be like,
This
"What?"
reminds me of anime.
For reference, what I'm trying to do is make it clear to people who are interested and powerful that the zombies came from here and not somewhere else.
Most of the people you pass, because you're in the servants' quarters of that wing, most of the people you're gonna encounter are gonna be servants. But
okay, so useless. What? No, they're useless.
They're like, wow,
that's
that's
They
fascinating.
can get a rumor mill.
That's true. Yeah. We'll still do it. Gabe's right.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the luchador mask on until we get to an area we're actually allowed to be in.
Okay.
So the bird person is a different bird person. Got it.
Okay, so we will start this descending. Okay, so Berthold. Let me roll for these guards, I guess. Guard initiative. Oh, okay.
Just
That's
to get them
respectable.
in before my turn.
Yeah. So you will.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So you will be able to go first, and then the guards will react.
Okay, I'm gonna first of all just glance very briefly, make sure I see this guy's reaction.
Who's this guy?
The prince. The prince.
Yeah.
He is currently rallying the guards to fight off the zombies.
Okay. What are the guards armed with?
Valor.
What is a guard armed with? A spear. A spear. They all have spears
Okay.
and shields. Spears and shields. Chainmail. Pretty standard. They have half the HP that the zombies do.
But twice the
yes.
action.
Why do they
True.
have to...
Why? What I'm wondering is why do they have to not have a finesse weapon?
Why?
Because I have one dagger.
Why would they? Also, they might have like a belt dagger.
Yeah.
Maybe like a dagger for everyday use, like a box
Utility knives. A servant wandering around might have just like a tiny fork for you to throw.
The
I'll
little
use
hors d'oeuvre forks.
You wrest the box knife from the guy's pocket.
I'll use cunning action dash. Run up to this guy, assuming I can see a belt knife on him.
Oh, I might as well. 'Cause technically, Franklin is
nice.
in this room.
Technically.
I mean,
Yes.
okay, I'm imagining a guard being rallied by a guy, seeing another noble dude that's at the party running at him as there's an attack.
I'm just like, I'm borrowing this.
You say something. Okay, good.
Grab it and throw it.
Oh, just like you just yank it off his
the
belt
zombie.
and chuck it. Sure.
Yeah, yank it
I
off.
really want this to work.
Yank it off his belt and throw it at the zombie.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
Please hit.
It just.
Let's see. Just making sure of my range.
Maybe a cheese knife from one of the hors d'oeuvre trays.
Yeah, can he steal an hors d'oeuvres tray from one of the servants and take like 7 attacks?
Okay, I'm.
Just throw it Captain America style at the zombie.
Yes. Bounces off two zombies.
So I'm actually gonna move up here, first, which is the entirety of my move.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make a dagger thrown attack at neutral. Oh, that's a disadvantage, which is incorrect. So it should be the 18.
Yeah.
That is also a
18 will hit a zombie.
Okay.
Given that.
Oh,
9,
I don't have sneak attack
9 would
damage.
have also hit a zombie.
I don't have sneak attack because my conditions are not met, so that is just 8 piercing damage.
Okay. Flunk. The dagger just sticks into like its head, and it just.
Yeah.
It goes into its throat through its open mouth and just keeps walking forward.
Yeah. That's my turn.
That is at this much HP. Okay. Okay. The guards. They are going to 5 to 25. This one's gonna move straight up to this one and stab it with his spear. He misses. He's like, ha! And he just goes and it just kind of like goes between like a couple.
He goes for his belt knife,
Oh, wait.
no!
What?
It's okay. I did more damage with that than he would. Let's
that was
be
his
real.
turn.
Probably.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy's gonna move twice and do nothing. 5, 10, 15, 20. This guy's gonna move to the bottom of the stairs to start ushering people up. 5.
That is a good point, Gabe.
Same thing. These guys are gonna double move, and this guy's basically gonna be like, "Sir, we must get you out of here," as they say to the Duke. Or he says to the Duke. I'll have our good.
And he also says to Enoch, I'm assuming, who's standing by the Duke.
I mean, he's more concerned with the Duke.
I mean, yeah, he's a guard.
Yeah.
I get the feeling Enoch is going to be like, no, I'm staying.
This guy's gonna come to the center of the room and be like, okay, everyone start leaving the room in an orderly fashion, and everybody's just chaos.
The Duke, Enoch is gonna stick with the Duke, wherever the Duke is.
Enoch
That's probably
fireball
good.
and lights the building up.
Duke,
What?
the Duke's on his-
A really bad idea!
Yeah, that.
Enoch decides to go
There's some
easy on
very
these guards and
expensive
ends his
things.
necromancy.
Okay. What is the range? What is the range on Bardic Inspiration?
Aha! Franklin was the Duke's son after all,
60
because
feet.
no one's allowed to be bards except us. Wait.
No one's allowed to be bards ends of sentence. A certain someone is breaking the law.
No, he can sing.
Does
Being
he
a
just
bard
change-
by profession.
I feel like I feel like Franklin would just change the tempo of his song and just start talking about
Yeah, he would just start
singing
playing yakety sax.
Yeah.
Kill the
Where the frick
zombies!
is
Kill
Bardic
the
Inspiration on
zombies!
here? Okay.
he somehow does the
There it is.
doom music while you
within
guys are
60
killing.
feet, none of you are within 60 feet of him.
Correct.
He could give it to that guard.
In order to not break his cover,
to
he's
Courtney.
just going to continue performing. He can bardically inspire this guard, sure.
Are we, Is this
Or
a
Red
Titanic?
Lady.
It has to keep playing until the ship sinks?
Yes.
This guard is
Brave
okay.
braves are Bertold!
As is
Brian
Frank.
is here.
I don't
maybe.
believe you.
He can bardically inspire Courtney.
I can think of worse ideas.
But yeah, it's gonna stay on the stage. So after that, another figure emerges from the hole in the wall here, or the hallway. Let's move this to the layer.
Oh no, they're in the walls.
Token layer. You see, coming up behind these zombies is what looks to be. Oh, is this still? Did this not move it to the
I
tracker?
see it.
I don't see it.
I don't see the tracker though. Just it.
There we go.
Now I
we go.
see it. Is that an Urukai? What the fuck?
No, it is.
This guy.
You guys recognize is a zombified, the zombified centurion that went missing.
Oh, that's kind of his fault.
And he is.
How
Going...
dare you!
Yeah. So 5.
I mean, no lies detected.
Okay, literally, Bertold avoided that while
15.
investigating it. He's just like, what the hell, guy?
This guy's gonna, as you see, he moves a little more speedily than the average zombie and walks up to the guard here, hefting they're hefty, using a long sword with 2 hands. Or actually, no, it just has 1 hand. You see that one of its arms is missing.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
It's Marion.
And it is going
You got
to
it.
move up and slash this guy and hit him.
I didn't know your school only had one
While
arm.
slashing, he
No, I
just
meant the-
cuts down this guard with one stroke of his sword.
Of which
And
he
then-
has 4 more this turn.
And then he gets to attack again at the other guard. And that's also hit. 8
Holy crap.
slashing. Almost killing that guard. Like, he just slashes him across the chest or whatever.
It should be wacky-o.
And then as a bonus action, let me look at this. As a bonus action, he is going to dash as a bonus action to get around to this side of, well, actually, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh no, he can just move here. He had 10 more feet of movement. So he's just gonna, actually, he's gonna kill the one guard, get around to here, and then because he is flanking with advantage, he gets to sneak attack this guard.
With a longsword?
Long swords don't have finesse.
Oh, it has to be with a finesse weapon.
Or a ranged weapon.
Yeah, sneak attack is with finesse
It's a
weapons.
special finesse longsword.
Don't
that
put that
Bertolt
in your
wants
game
now.
because then the players will pick it up.
Yes, don't put that in, or else I will grab
That's
that.
why I said
and
that
steal it.
Bertolt wants now. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, let me look up
Rapier.
things.
Sam's running the battle show,
Yeah,
so I can't do that.
rapier's the same damage stat block, right?
It doesn't
I
have
think so.
versatile, which isn't relevant to this guy, but
Yeah.
No.
You
it
need 2
is
hands for that.
it is the 1d8 finesse weapon, although
Okay.
it is piercing.
Okay. Well, okay, it has been retconned to a rapier. Sneak attack. That's just what, an extra d6?
What
Depends
level
on your
rogue
sneak
is
attack
he?
dice.
3.
That's 2d6 then. It is 1d6
Oh, it says
for
right
every
here.
2 levels, basically.
Okay. Wow.
Every odd
Okay.
level it goes
Well,
up.
that is enough to kill this guy. So he basically comes in and just like slashes through the first guy and then wheels and then pivots around behind this guy and just stabs him through the back and then pulls the thing out, and then he just kind of like turns and looks at you, Bertold, and you can see that there's just malice in his cold dead eyes.
I'm like, oh, this is a problem.
Enoch's turn.
Capital P problem.
Okay.
Enoch, help!
Yeah, Enoch is gonna move up next to the Duke here. I think that's the Duke. Pretty sure that's the Duke. And then he's going to take a small piece of iron out of his pocket and like say some words over it, and then kind of like just hold it for a second. And the Duke kind of like is startled by what he's doing, but he obviously knows who Enoch is, so he's just kind of edging away from him. But he casts Hold Monster at level 5 on the said beastie that was just doing things.
Could you also hold person these things?
Hold person only works on humanoids. These are probably undead.
But are they not humanoid undead?
No.
You only have one creature type.
Yes.
Unless you have something special
So
saying
they're
it's
not Pokemon.
unless you have something special saying you're blah 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 in addition to your other creature types.
Sure.
It's pretty rare to have
Curious.
more than one.
Yeah.
Target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Mm,
is Sam gone?
no idea
Yeah.
what Sam just said, but I'm gonna guess it's I'll be right back.
I think so.
Okay, I'll find this other guy and roll the Wisdom saving throw. I just hit the Wisdom button, right?
Mm-hmm. For saving.
If he doesn't have proficiency, yeah.
How would I tell if he has proficiency?
It would
There's a check next to the
there's
saving.
a different saving throw thing. He probably doesn't.
Not for Wisdom.
Mhm.
Oh, there is not a check. No.
Okay, so then
Did he
Uh,
he
fail?
got a 10, so I assume that fails. Or else Enoch is a really shit wizard
Yeah,
like
Enoch
Khadgar.
sucks if that succeeds.
I'm back.
What is it against exactly?
It's the spell
Your
save DC,
spell-
which is
Spell
8
save.
plus proficiency plus spell ability modifier.
Probably intelligence
Yeah.
because Enoch's probably a wizard.
And if he's probably at least like level 15 or
Oh.
something, that
Did
should
you already
probably
roll
be
the-
like
I mean, his Wisdom is 5.
If you go to the
His
spell,
modifier's
it
5.
should automatically
yeah.
So it's
calculate
8 plus
DC.
5 plus proficiency.
Which he is not proficient in
No,
Wisdom.
yes,
What?
no.
Oh,
No,
it doesn't matter.
It's
Oh,
just-
proficiency bonus, like 4?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like, generally,
So
as
9.
a spellcaster, you add your proficiency bonus to most things you do that are
So it's 8
spellcasting.
plus 9, so 17.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Did you roll the
That's pretty
wisdom
high.
save for the?
I did.
Yeah,
It
you
was
rolled a
10.
10.
Okay.
So he is paralyzed. Wait. This spell has no effect on undead. Well, fuck.
Good job, Enoch.
Good
Well-
job, Enoch.
Enoch
He's like,
I
needs-
didn't read
aha!
that part.
He,
Damn
he's
it.
like, aha! He's had a little too much to drink tonight.
apparently.
Damn it.
He cats hold monster on the Duke!
No.
I don't have to outrun the zombies, I just have to outrun you,
Can I
lady.
retcon that?
clearly
'Cause I
he
feel like I
has-
should retcon that.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
fine.
feel like Enoch should be smarter than that. B 2024 version does not include the undead clause,
Well, this is a 2014 game.
which is
Yeah.
Yeah, we started this 10 years ago.
which maybe contributed to the confusion too.
I just didn't read the whole thing. It's my fault. So I guess he could banish him, but that would be kind of hard too. Well, I guess
You do
it's
damage.
fine.
Can
I
you
guess
chain
you
lightning
really
them?
can't.
I don't think would it be hard to banish him?
I mean, it would be because you have to have an item distasteful to the target.
Does he not have a spell
think-
focus?
What?
Yeah,
Well, that's what
you're
it says.
talking about
You
like
only
the
need materials if you don't
reagents.
have a spell focus.
Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
it's
He would have a spell focus.
yeah, it's like you're a fool not to have a spell focus if you actually know how
It's
to cast
also
spells
really
properly.
hard to not have a spell focus. Any
Yeah.
staff is a spell focus. Any
Mhm.
wand is a spell focus. Want to know what
Oh,
my
okay.
favorite wand is? That chopstick I was using to eat.
Fucking rock
Any
is probably
orb is a spell
focus.
focus. Are any of the
Wand
lights in
of
this
eating
room
rice.
circular?
He will cast banishment then.
I think my bat's simple.
I steal the basketball from the child in order to cast fireball.
Yep. You can attempt to summon one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. Target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. Okay, so I need to
Christmas
do a
saving throw.
A Christmas saving throw.
charisma saving throw, which is much harder since
It failed.
charisma's.
It failed. Definitely failed.
He rolled a 3, so
Yeah,
You don't have
he
to roll
definitely
anything.
failed. Okay.
Yeah, that's if you roll a 3, you fail.
So he's just
for these.
gone.
Yep.
Yep.
Until Enoch
For now.
loses concentration or a minute passes.
He'll be over here in the timeout zone.
Yeah.
Okay. After Enoch's turn, another
Berthold,
gangly
did you expect this
boy-
to happen since you've seen it happen before? In the woods?
I feel like I was caught ever so slightly off guard by it, but not like
Where'd he
you
go?
know.
Oh, right.
Like
another
it's like,
gangly
oh,
fellow kind of
I've-
pushes his way past the
yeah.
other zombies.
I'm still in that like there are problems.
5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna roll a d6 to see who this lunges at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. What would a dice?
Don't attack a poor old gnome.
Okay, he attacks the guard. Sorry,
Okay.
guard.
Poor guards.
This thing actually has a long sword, and it is going to attack and hit 7 slashing, and then it's going to do it again. 10 misses. So it clips this guard for 7, and then he gets his shield up and blocks the second hit. Okay, that is that's turn, and then all the normal zombies go. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15. And then
Oh no.
oh no, what we gonna do? Token layer, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
That's a lot of zombies.
Oh no.
How many
Yes,
players are
there's
in
a-
this room?
2, 3, 2.
There's a whole half a dungeon that you guys that just walked out.
Well, I never saw a single zombie, so I don't know how many that is.
That's true.
The half of the
Okay.
dungeon we did do had significantly fewer than this.
It's okay. I'm sure Berthold can kill all of them. And Enoch.
So we'll do one more round, and the rest of you will show up here. So Torrid,
lame.
Torrid, Ramvik, and
Go until the matter is resolved.
Bertold is like, oh god, this is a real big problem.
Also,
Please show up soon.
Berthold wouldn't know his friends are coming, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Unless he could see them, but
Yeah.
Okay. So the zombie next to Berthold is gonna try to bite you, as
Oh, no.
is tradition in zombies. Or I guess it's a slam attack here. It got a 10.
a 10 is a miss.
Okay, the other zombie that's down there is gonna attack the guard. 14 actually misses the guard, I think. I think guard has to have 16. Yeah, they do. So it clangs against the guard. So then it's Bertold's turn.
Item interaction, pull the dagger out of my boot. Bonus action, what's it?
Disengage.
Insightful fighting. On the zombie next to me.
Okay. Oh, I accidentally deleted the guard, I guess, that I had
Like,
initiative for.
I
so-
feel like obviously the smartest thing to do, if he knew his friends were coming, would to be disengage and run. But
Yeah, but he doesn't.
exactly.
Okay. What are
And
we inciting for?
I assume that absolutely clobbers anything that they could come up with.
Decipher its tactics. Its tactic is bite.
Is
It
it able to roll a deception roll of greater than 26?
I guess. Wait, it is not.
No.
no. Great.
It is not capable of doing that. The highest it can roll is a 17, and that's if it crits.
Okay, so if you roll an 18 or higher on these, you don't have to ask.
Yeah.
You have
Sneak attack. That is 17 damage in one hit.
Okay. It has to roll undead fortitude. It fails. This zombie is dead.
Cool.
Okay. And these folks move what? 20?
Eh.
Yeah.
Was that the
Unless they
zombie
double-
with
Ish.
initiative?
No. Zombie has 0 at the bottom.
Oh.
There's a zombie at the top right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So I will
he's
then retreat after we're absolutely marking the zombie.
I totally forgot to record this combat thing, but whatever. I'm not gonna do it now. Like screen record this. That's what I meant to say. Oh well. Okay. If that's your turn, then it is the guard's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. This guard's just gonna double move and like post up here while people are fleeing through the open way. So I guess he can move diagonally across here, and he's gonna ready an action, like, you know, pop his shield out and then have the spear ready. So if a zombie
Yeah.
approaches, he can
Yeah.
grab it. Then this guard is gonna stab, I guess, the scarier looking zombie, because it's closer to
Duke.
the Duke. Okay, he's going to attempt to guard spear one-handed. He misses. It's just there's too many things here, and he kind of swats the spear away. This guard is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15. He's also gonna go here to this side and let people out. The Duke's son's going to move up to the top of the steps, and be here. This guard is going to move a little bit into the center and try to rally people who are here and get them out. Then more singing. This guy is in another plane of existence, doing his thing, having his best, living his best unlife. Enoch's turn.
Enoch is going to take an action to disengage with the right.
You don't disengage with a specific enemy, you just disengage.
Oh, okay, cool. And then that's very useful.
Yeah.
And then he's
Yes.
going to move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, he can't really. Can he drag the Baron with him? Oh, the
He can
Baron
move.
might get
He can move at half speed if the Baron's willing, or the Duke's willing to come
If-
with him.
He
I think
succeeds on a
The
grapple
Duke-
check. He can then drag him.
The Duke also just isn't in initiative.
Right.
So we can say that the Duke has the
Like,
same
he would
initiative
just-
you want.
Would he just come with Enoch? I'm guessing because he trusts Enoch.
Sure.
Could be.
And he can also
sure,
disengage. That's the
The
free.
Duke
Yeah.
doesn't have initiative, so we could have it be if he's an escort target and goes with whoever tells him follow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can do like this.
Or we can put him
So
in
you can
initiative
just-
right here.
You can just stand behind Enoch.
Yeah.
Stand behind Brahm.
Yes. All right.
That
is
poor
his
guard, but Enoch's trying to save the Duke.
Yep. All right, this this white is gonna slap this guard. Or guard. Shabams. He's dead.
Yep.
And then he is going to
Oh no.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess if he moved
Oh
back
no.
30. 30, and then use his extra attack to. Yep. And try to swing at Enoch. It double crit, baby!
Double crit fail.
Baby!
It swings, and Enoch just kind of like ducks slightly, and it just right
No,
over his
Enoch
head.
doesn't move.
He doesn't even duck.
Yeah.
Ah,
He just
This is like
Enoch just keeps chanting.
yeah, this is like absolute failure
5,
on
10,
its part.
15, 20, 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. It'll attack this guard 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10. So when this comes in range, this guard's going to stab it because he was ready in an action. Stabby. That hits the zombie. It takes 4 damage. Or no, 2. It takes 2 damage. This guy. And then both these zombies, or no, this one double moved. This one could just get in range of the guard. So it's gonna attack the guard. Cause food or brains or whatever. 18, that hits. 6 bludgeoning to this guard. Alright, so the 3 of you, so Torrid, Bramvik, Samus, you guys can put yourselves in this alcove, and roll initiative. As you guys are moving down the hallway, so Bertold, you see them kind of like whip around the corner and are running down the hallway. So it'll take you. So basically, it'll be here. What order do you guys want to be in?
This is fun.
This is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So what order were you running down the hallway in? I guess that's the
This one.
This is fine.
this one. Okay. Okay. So you guys will bust in. So okay. So then let's do this. Okay. So Bertold, you see them barrel out of the hallway. Clad in their armor and weapons and stuff. I also need to roll for
No, I'm not.
Kokiko. Oh yeah, you're not.
Add in your weapon or whatever.
What?
Or wait, no. You're unarmed.
Yeah.
Kahiko is not wearing any. He has his greatsword. He does not have any armor or anything like that, but he does have his greatsword.
And broken manacles.
Yes.
Still dangling.
Mm-hmm. Also, he was. Yeah, he probably was in rags, if anything, chained there to the floor. So he might be naked. However naked bird people get. Okay. So, yes. So, Bear told you it is your start of your turn.
also, do I get alerted at any point during this?
Oh, yes. Go ahead and give me perception with advantage.
Oh
Because
no.
I was waiting. Something to happen.
Because
Obligatory perception. Oh, good.
okay, so you're there and you can start to hear kind of like echoing from like out in the gardens. Like some people have run, like a bunch of people have fled into the gardens as you're up there, and you can hear people shouting and running, be like, "Oh my god!" Oh, there's something about monsters,
corpses.
zombie, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's all over the shop.
Did I hear any activity from the guards outside the room near the stairs?
They probably are running towards the Gala room if they heard that.
All right, I would probably book it down to the garden, I guess. Didn't Ramvik deposit gear here in the garden?
Yes, up in a tree there should be whatever weapon or weapons you decided to put up there.
Okay.
I'm assuming most people got like 2 maybe, but you know, if you absolutely insisted on 37 daggers, Ramvik's not going to argue.
No. I think I brought like my weapons and then maybe the light armor.
I'm imagining 37
come on,
daggers.
that's
He's just
only
standing in the
Dusty who
tree
would
putting
have that.
daggers in sheets.
The only person who would have that many daggers is Nice McGee, and she's not here.
Right.
You
Bertold,
hope
go ahead.
she's not here.
Actually, yeah. I mean, if there's not any zombies immediately coming into the garden, maybe I should bring all of the gear into the ballroom instead of just grabbing stuff.
Oh, just grab the whole bag and run in.
Yeah.
You can do that. Sure. Just grab the bag, throw it over your shoulder and run in as you're trying to push past people funneling out into the gardens.
Yeah.
Looter!
All right, Bertold, what do you do with your turn?
I take a step forward. Dagger attack on the zombie directly in front of me.
Okay. That'll hit.
21 to hit. And that is 22 damage.
It is dead. It cannot roll that high on Undead Fortitude.
Okay.
So you basically just shove the dagger like straight up into like its skull and it just
Yeah.
Wah.
Then I pivot around to this side and go, Samus, I need weapons.
Ramvik's turn.
So this is the first time we've been somewhere that we're allowed,
Yes.
which means I still have my mask on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to scream, no need to fear, Rockhawk is here. And then I'm going to go 5.
Did you introduce yourself as Rock Hawk to the
Yeah.
party?
Just now,
No.
yes. Right
Just
at the
now.
second.
Okay. Excellent.
And then I'm going to pick up a spear from this dead guard.
Uh-huh.
I absolutely know it's Rampic.
10. No, I'm hiding.
People who have never met Rambic know it's Rambic.
That's true. This guy
Wearing
says
his,
nothing.
his like formal attire that just has like Rambic written into the seams.
Isn't that the Birdman who killed the pirates? Yeah.
Wasn't he just here like an hour ago? Where did he even go?
Get
It's the magical bird, man. Run!
I'd start stabbing the guy with the sword because I want it.
Yep.
15.
You have advantage because flanking, so the both of those hit.
19 damage.
Okay, not gonna use Thunderclap now.
Why?
He could take it. Fucking rampant.
I mean, sure, yeah, I he could take it probably.
I think the Duke
Trying
was
to
more of the
preserve
issue.
the out
The
of
Duke.
rages half health barbarian. It's spent. Throw it away.
I mean, it actually does a good amount of damage.
Okay. Samus.
Would it be an item interaction to throw a spare dagger to Bertold? Bertold doesn't even need a spare dagger. He's got one already.
I think it's an
One.
attack and then he has to roll to catch it or take it in
3,
the face.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm shooting this white.
I think Berthold needs some ammunition.
Oh, I can shoot
Yeah,
that
he
in
No,
does.
I need a bow.
have a bow on
All
me.
this stagger nonsense, not my speed.
Do not have a bow on me. Very sorry. Hand crossbow shot right here. Okay. All right. So that shot is 18,
Efficient.
11,
Wow.
29 damage.
What were you hitting? I'm
The
sorry.
white.
Okay. 29 damage? Ow. Okay. So I have to do maths. Okay. Yeah, it goes like through its like neck and it like turns and looks over its shoulder at you like, "Come on, man."
But it's still moving?
Yes.
I shoot it again.
Mhm.
Damn, I almost got the double crit. Another
Okay.
7 damage.
Okay. So
And then I'll yell,
and then
"The zombies escaped from the dungeon!"
Mhm.
Just to make sure everyone
okay.
knows. The zombies escaped from the dungeon.
So this thing has taken 55 damage this turn,
Mhm.
which means this is about the time it reveals it is immune to non-magical.
No, it just takes half damage.
I'm just handing out information on a silver platter.
Don't tell Gabe things, Sam.
What am I gonna do?
Don't tell any of us. Don't tell any of us things.
If it was immune to damage,
turn.
saying that it actually took half damage would be a great play.
That would be hilarious.
True.
But we've
Yeah.
already
Guard is
proven
turn.
I'll stand in front of something that is actually immune and just keep hitting it.
Guard hits
troll.
that zombie.
You'll stand on top of it.
Zombie takes 3.
I'm reasonably certain rock golems are immune.
Yeah, rock golems are kind of crazy.
Seeing that more people have funneled in, the guards are going to focus their efforts on getting the rest of the people out of the thing. So
The people
this
who
guy's
all
What about
heard
the
me
Duke?
yell.
What about
Yes.
the Duke, though?
The Duke is with Enoch, but yeah, it's still though.
Enoch, well-known heavy tank.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have enough levels, everybody's a tank, right?
His short stature gives him crazy AC.
I mean, I guess this guard can
I've
move here
one-shot
to
2
attack
zombies.
this.
Yeah.
Enoch rises up to his full height of 2'7" and says, "Stand behind me!"
Okay.
I've one-shot 2 zombies,
Well,
and
those are all the
I
guards left
love-
in this room. So let's see. Move slightly here, and a swelling of music comes up and inspires Enoch. This is bardic inspiration.
Excellent.
Gotcha.
How long is the fall from the balcony to the ballroom floor?
Probably 10 feet.
Feet? That's
Not crazy high, you know. Kahiko's turn. Kahiko is going to 5, 10. It's really crowded over there, but whatever. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess he'll just double move to be right behind the zombie.
He could even move into like here, so he's actually blocking the way. Or no, I guess I'm not sure that would work. But yeah, go hug
I
the
mean,
zombie.
he has flight, so
Take
yes.
Yeah, he could even move right here to stop them from getting to the
Oh,
Duke.
that's true. Yeah, he can just fly over and just double move and land right there. Okay. This guy's still banished. Torrid's turn.
probably just
run over here next to Samus and just throw my trident at the zombie.
Yep.
Yes.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Yeah.
13.
Wrong button. Wrong button,
Okay.
sorry.
So 10.
Oh, radiant.
It is magical. Or no,
Magical
this isn't the
radiant.
way. Yeah.
As opposed to unmagical radiant.
Well, medical
Yeah,
piercing.
so it smacks
Oh,
into the zombie. And are you attacking the zombie here or the white here?
I figured I'd try to thin the herd and get the
Okay,
weak dudes out
okay.
of the way with. So.
Sure. Yeah. So you stab it into it and it sizzles a little bit, and then the trident. Are you recalling the trident back to your hand?
Yep.
In
Okay.
public?
Oh, yeah, good point. No, I will not.
Okay.
Good reason to target the zombie. It's within your regular range. The white is 5 feet outside your
Oh,
regular
yeah, that too.
range for thrown.
Enoch's. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay.
I have a question. Does like I am concentrating on the banishment, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Can I still cast other spells? While
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yes.
that?
As
Yes.
long as
As
they
long
don't
as they're not
have
concentration.
So
Yeah.
Create
if I
new
cast
concentration.
Mass Cure Wounds to heal Torrid and
I think that should be fine.
That would be
That is
fine, but healing
legal.
is bad.
it's bad.
Yes, just kill the zombies. Or
It's
It is inefficient. Healing spells.
healing does not outpace incoming damage generally.
It does
So-
when you're fighting a bunch of zombies, but in general, in 2014, your healing spells all deal much less healing than your damage spells deal damage.
It's 3d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Eh,
I guess that's not that
It's
much.
fine. It's legal.
38 plus
Your play is
spellcasting
legal,
Good.
other
Okay.
than the fact that a wizard is casting Mass Cure Wounds.
I mean, he's not a
Oh,
wizard. But
I don't
okay.
know that he's a wizard. Told
I mean, like,
Bison.
Mass
that he's
Cure
a
Wounds
wizard,
would be
probably,
3d8
but anyway.
to 2 people here. Or like Fireball, which I know you said you weren't going to cast, but it would be like 66 to everything. Like,
including the friends.
I
Right.
know I said you weren't going to cast it, but the point is to
Okay.
really drive in how much more efficient damage spells are.
Yeah. I know.
I mean, the other option was what? Thunderwave?
I
which
have
is
Thunderclap and I have
2d8.
Ray of Frost.
Ah.
I have Thunderclap, Ray of Frost. I have Fireball and Lightning Bolt.
Don't want to
But
burn the house down.
yeah, he's worried about scaring the Duke overly much. Also,
You have like
so
a nice and legal
Let's-
line, but that'll fuck up his
destroy
ball.
the damage to the property when he's pretty sure that the other people in the party can probably take care of this.
Oh, everything in the line like gets lit on fire when you cast Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. So, like, that's why I was considering Mass Cure Wounds, because I didn't want to damage the, like, it's situational more than...
it's
So I will do that.
Does healing damage undead?
no.
No.
Not in this
Okay.
edition.
That'd be cool.
It does in 3.5, I believe.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure used to.
So, within 60 feet of Samus, which is who he's casting it on, even though it doesn't do anything to Samus, but because of the radius, it does 23
Heals
healing.
23.
So this guard is no longer going to fucking die.
Yeah, that is the other important thing. Is Enoch can legitimately use it as like, there is a guard who is about to die if he gets hit.
Yeah.
Let's keep him up.
I spaced
It's a
out.
humanitarian thing to do.
Did you say
Yeah.
the number of healing or the dice of healing?
23.
23.
Healing?
Thank you. That is a
All
lot.
right.
So Torrid and
That also
Redvic
heals
both.
Kahiko.
What?
Also heals Kahiko.
Yeah.
He was heavily damaged.
So
Torrid,
Torrid,
be-
you also heal 23.
I know. What was this? Okay, cool.
And Mass Cure Wounds does not affect undead. I did look
It
down.
is
No.
also targets you choose.
Right. Yeah.
I assume that's his turn. Unless he wants to take op attacks. But I don't think so. The white and this zombie's but it seems like the
Also, is Mass Cure Wounds visible? Like when you do it, can you see it happen?
I don't know.
Probably.
You can see
Because
like
it's a-
people's wounds.
To some
A
extent.
wave
can
of
see
healing
people's
energy
wounds.
washes out from a point you can see within range. So I would say that yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah.
it is
yes.
visible. And also Torrid, you get to heal for 23 as well.
Yeah. It may not be obvious who all it heals, but the act of healing is obvious.
cool.
So, given people could see Enoch say something, but the radius emanates from Samus, so people could be like, "That person cast magic."
I'm sorry, Samus.
If you make this
And
thing,
then-
I will just kill the Duke and leave, or the Duke's son.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Duke's
Okay.
like, what? And Enoch's like, it was me.
So it seems like that these this white is compelled to attack Enoch currently, so it is going to attempt to hit him. as
No.
it's its turn.
Oh no.
Oh no, what you gonna do? It's gonna longsword 22 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
11
Roll that
slashing damage.
concentration check.
What is the check? What's the
DC
save?
10 Constitution here.
Constitution save
Constitution
specifically.
save,
So
yeah.
say,
Okay.
yeah.
He got
Okay,
a 7.
he fails. So this
So
guy
the banishment
pops
ends.
back. Yep. So this guy.
That sucks.
The problem is back.
Well, he tried.
This guy was like here, I think. So he just.
Do you have an
Pops
X?
back.
Is that not
It's
where he
where the
was?
X
No,
was.
there's literally
The
the
X.
X.
Oh, is
Yes.
he here? Okay.
Yeah, it was where the
Yeah.
X was.
So it just pops back into existence. It's
Mhm.
like. Okay. And then it's going to multi-attack and try to life drain Enoch. 13 to hit.
That hits.
Really?
Yeah, he's not wearing any armor.
6 necrotic, and then Enoch must save on a DC 13 con save.
No, I meant more. He doesn't have shield, but whatever.
He has a lot of things, but I don't know. So he takes 6 necrotic and has to make a DC 13 Constitution save. You said.
Yep.
Well, he didn't make the save. He got a 10.
So his max health is reduced by 6
Mhm. He makes a long
temporarily.
rest. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So he also takes 6 necrotic. So let me do that.
Yeah.
And then he takes another 6 because his max health is reduced, or is
No,
he doesn't?
current and
No.
max go down by a total of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
the zombie.
Mostly this just matters if it takes you to 0 for your max.
Or you're doing massive damage rules.
This
Yeah.
okay, zombies turns. This zombie by Ramvik is gonna attempt to slam Ramvik.
By the way, did you not have the Duke run away further on
Enoch's turn because we decided they were sharing a
Yeah.
turn.
Have him
Probably.
go behind the couch.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he can just disengage and.
I
Honestly,
like
he probably
first
runs
engagement
like.
better.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
hides behind that couch.
Okay. Did I roll the slam? No. Come on and slam.
Miss.
15. Okay, this zombie is gonna attempt to slam against Kahiko, who has no armor, so that'll hit. Kahiko takes 4 bludgeoning damage. Bonk. Okay. Then it is back to the top of the initiative. Bertold's turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sneak attack the,
Oh, is empowered healing important for the mass cure wounds?
When do I arrive?
Never mind.
what does divine healing say?
Empowered healing.
You'll arrive.
Empowered
Or
healing.
empowered healing.
Probably
Whenever
next
you or an
round.
ally within 5 feet of you rolls dice to determine, you can spend a sorcery point to re-roll any number of the dice you rolled if you don't like them.
Or no,
So-
I wouldn't say
Oh,
it's important.
If you rolled one
it's not
in that, you can re-roll them if you want.
Yeah. It's probably not important. I am doing a dagger attack on the zombie right behind me. 11 to hit.
Yep.
That is 18 damage.
It makes it has a chance to survive this. It does not. It is dead.
Okay. I will just be like, step over, be like, I need your dagger, grab it, and then say, run. And walk closer to this idiot.
Okay.
Because I know no one else besides me is stopping this, has a real chance of stopping this thing from getting towards.
Yeah, the guards are not probably too much.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, I'm doing this to protect the people.
You're under arrest for threatening us. Okay, Ramvik.
Did he reappear?
Yes.
He did, yes.
Yeah, he lost concentration. I
Interesting.
rolled really low.
Well, I still want this. I still want this sword, so we'll keep stabbing with the spear.
Okay.
6
It's like eggs.
damage.
Eh.
Still there?
Yep.
5.
Okay.
Also, when does is Kaevus here yet?
Nope. At the end of this round, he will appear.
Okay.
Samus.
I'm gonna attack the white. 22. Yep, 10 damage.
Okay.
Still going?
kicking.
Attack the white again.
That'll hit.
5 damage.
Okay. All right, guard.
For everyone except for Torrid.
This guard is gonna run over to protect the Duke's son. This Duke is gonna, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This Duke's gonna this guard's just gonna take his place to block this hallway in case more
Smart.
things are coming.
I should also bonus action insightful fighting against the
Oh wait.
we'll say I
Rampant,
did that,
you
right?
could have just pulled the spear that's still in the zombie out of the zombie.
I have a spear I
Ariel-
took from a corpse.
He wants a
I'm
long
saying
sword.
Ariel's gift.
Yeah.
That was the end of the
Uh,
zombie because he didn't recall it.
Oh.
Can I insightful fighting on this fellow here next to me?
Sure. I can roll a charisma save. Is that what it is? Or deception check specifically?
Deception.
Wow.
They were
Wow.
both of them deceived.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Also, totally forgot that Enoch had that bardic inspiration.
Ooh. Yeah.
But, oh well.
Also, I feel like he should have shield, and that I just forgot to put it in.
Ramvik's turn. He's gonna go ham on the Zambi. Or not Ramvik, Kohiko's turn. The other bird.
Does he end up fighting
slamming.
a lot? Shield is something
mean,
that's
he's-
invaluable if you find yourself in a lot of fights. But if you
Yeah,
just stand
but
on a
he's
wall and
kind
shoot
of-
things, not really.
I suppose,
Okay,
but
so this
he
has
is
to
kind
make
of
a
trained
undead
for
42
combat,
save.
so it just makes sense.
Alright.
It passes exactly. So it's at 1. Right? Or does it just prevent the...
No,
just
it's at
drops
1.
to 1. Yeah.
Okay, so 1.
It's fine. Just
Okay.
go this way.
Swing. That's his turn. This boy gets to go, and he is going to, attack you with this rapier. This is a rapier 11.
No.
This is
Okay.
here.
Extra attack,
No.
20.
That hits.
So that is...
He doesn't get sneak attack.
Yeah. Yeah, it
He
should-
does
it-
not get sneak attack.
Coupled it. I will uncheck sneak attack.
Okay.
I will use my reaction for uncanny dodge to take that down to half round
Unless he
sounds,
was-
right?
Okay.
So I will take 4 damage.
Okay. He is then going to action surge. and
Okay,
attack you
good for him.
more times. 12 misses.
No,
And a
the
crit
magic number is
fail.
14.
Okay. Wow, he really tried and just absolutely. He just flails like wildly, basically, and you just kind of like
Yeah.
ping, 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 like just.
I'm imagining
Action.
you're having an amazing sword fight, is what's going on.
Yeah, these guards are witnessing the fight of their lives, assuming they live.
Torrid, your turn.
It's honestly, you're fighting undead Barbosa.
Use an item interaction to try to retrieve my
Yep.
trident. And I'll
Yep.
rage and attack.
Rar. A 9 does hit. It is a zombie.
Wow.
Zombies are
Okay.
very easy.
This zombie turns to ash as you stab it through, and the radiant damage is. It
Itching.
foregoes its undead fortitude.
Yep.
I believe I can
you-
continue to move up to.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, what? Move to
Yeah, go
5 and a second
Yep,
attack for
stab
this dude.
Yeah, get him. 8 will miss.
Oh, he's flanked because of Enoch. Right?
Oh. I guess technically.
Oh, if not, it's fine.
I mean, unless it counts from Bramvik and Enoch from being on opposite sides, that he just has the flank status.
It's fine if not. I don't know.
The
I wouldn't
legal
count it
answer is only
personally.
me and Enoch get the bonus.
Okay.
Some
Yeah.
DMs rule if they're flanked, everyone does, but some don't.
Okay. Yeah,
But
so you just
those
barely.
Don't.
you just
According to
barely
Raw,
missed,
no.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alright, Enoch's turn.
almost looked.
Wait, is Courtney still been standing there the whole time?
Now she's probably gone. Like they probably ushered her out. Like
Doobies.
She has not only been standing there the whole time, she has had an initiative.
Can she take 6 turns right now?
She's actually doing Bardic Inspiration on Franklin.
She goes up, sits on the stage, and says, "Why haven't you left yet?" So Enoch will, I guess, use. Wait, Ray of Frost is probably not a great idea. No. Yeah, no, it would still work, right? It would only hit the white.
Yeah.
I mean, he can also pivot to like here, and then
I'm
go
not
straight
using
towards
Fireball in order to make them feel more comfortable around me. So I use Meteor Swarm. Let me show you a little trick I like to call Blade of Disaster.
I told you about my anti-magic zone, yes?
He can eat it squish
I call it
against this
Power
falcon.
Word Fuck You.
What?
Our
can
word,
squish-
fuck you.
balcony and
I
go
think
that
I
way.
heard him yell "fuck."
Well, wouldn't that make the undead guy attack him?
Oh, the zombie.
Maybe.
The
Yeah,
zombie
in that
would
area.
have an attack of
He
opportunity.
does get an op attack, but it's from a zombie.
Yeah.
Doesn't have shield right now.
But does he have more than 4 hit points?
That's true. I mean, yes. The answer is yes.
Hit points are a resource. Which is why Bertold is literally up in the grill of someone who is probably far deadlier than him in a straight up fight.
Hello there, person
Yeah.
who has done nothing but train for straight up and down fights. Let's have a straight up and down fight. My specialty is not that.
You know what? He's gonna use Thunderclap because he already healed you for it.
There we go.
I mean, that's just gonna hit Kohiko. And these
does
two
it not?
undead.
It's gonna hit the 2 undead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Well, yeah, in
Kohiko.
terms of allies.
I meant
it'll
as
only
far
hit
as friendly
Kohiko.
fire is concerned.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So he will do Thunderclap, and Constitution
Zombie
saving throw.
Zombie makes the con save.
Okay.
White Kahiko.
Doesn't he
makes
have?
the con save.
Okay. I thought he had fairly high DC, but Alright.
The white fails.
White does not.
Okay, he takes 3d6 thunder
Yep.
damage.
Yep.
Oh my god.
If
That?
they succeed, do they just take no damage at all?
Oh, they take. Do they?
12.
Yes, because it's a cantrip. 12. Oh, he's still. He's
Wait.
alive.
This 3d6 does not sound like cantrip damage
Mm-hmm.
unless you're high
Yeah,
level.
usually
He's-
cantrips like
At
one.
Earlier
11th
this fight,
level-
he
at
used
11th
a 5th
level.
level spell.
At 11th level,
Okay.
you get 3d6.
Fair enough.
Okay. Fair enough.
This white
So
is
cantrip.
barely hanging on, and it gets a turn,
Oh no.
and it's going to attempt to continues to attack Enoch because that is what it's being compelled to do. 12.
No shield. Again.
4 slashing, and then it's just gonna swing its longsword again. 15. 9 slashing.
Okay.
Enoch, we have to have a talk about appropriate spell use and having shield
Zombie.
prepared.
It's
He's
gonna
fine.
attempt
Sorcerer,
Zombie.
what do you want me to do?
Level up and change your
not
skill
bloody.
Hiko takes 2 more bludgeoning damage and laughs. And then Kaovis, go ahead and add your token here
Oh,
and
right.
Roll your initiative.
I would like to, before I enter here, because it's in the ballroom and I imagine there might be my party witnesses here, I wanted to hastily put my mask on.
Okay.
I don't think I would have time to put the whole thing on.
Sure,
So
you're
it's
in your
just going to be a
disguise
guy
jacket.
in like a really nice suit that I hope no one here remembers, and a Batman
Disguise
mask.
check at disadvantage is my vote.
Okay, sure.
Yay!
Where did Batman? Where did? Let's go.
Give me a. Go
Oh, there
ahead.
we
Give
go,
me
this should-
disguise. Give me. I want this guy's roll still.
Okay, Sam.
That's fun.
Please crit. Oh.
I mean, it's an 8. I mean, you just threw your mask on, which is fun. But
I was really hoping for like the Dark Knight Joker scene where he like leaves the party and comes back as Batman.
Voice of the Joker. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I like
I'm
a fighter.
here.
And you're gonna
roll
love
your
me.
initiative. Go ahead and roll your initiative.
Right. Oh yeah, give me a second. I have to select a guy. Initiative.
Great.
7.
Okay. Bertold.
Okay, so I have this person in front of me. I would like to use my bonus action for insightful fighting. Again,
Deception.
in 25. Great. I now know his moves. So, I will be doing first attack. 14 to hit.
That misses his AC. He is fully clad in armor.
And a 9 definitely doesn't.
Do not find purchase upon his armored body.
I will take the disengage action with my bonus sorry, I used my bonus action, never mind. I'm gonna rotate around him.
Okay.
This
Rambeck.
fight is crazy.
Yep. Rambeck. Get him.
I want this sword. 9 damage.
Okay. It has to roll in fortitude. It fails. You killed the white.
I pick up the sword.
Yep.
Is that like a bonus action?
It's an item interaction.
Item interaction.
I fly over
Is that a free
here
action?
and stab this guy with my new sword.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
That'll hit.
5 slash it. 5.
Bertel is just like, oh, thank God.
Okay. Ouchie. You have hit it for 5 damage.
It's a rock!
Hell yeah!
Samus's turn.
Alright, Samus is going to switch focus to the big guy, or this fellow. So we're going to shoot it with the hand crossbow.
Rambeck is fast. Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah.
19?
That hits.
Alright, I get sneak attack because it's being flanked by my friend. That's 18 damage.
Alrighty.
And then another 18. That hit?
Yep, that hits. That does hit.
9 damage.
Okay, so that's
And I'll
27.
yell to Torrid, finish off that zombie and then come help us.
The zombies came from the dungeons.
That zombie, which came from the dungeon, everyone.
It's literally just the Duke, his son, and the guards in the room now.
I want to
Yeah.
make sure the Duke does too. No, I'm done yelling that if people are gone.
Okay.
I picked the version of
guards-
Arakaka that does not have 50-foot fly speed, and then I said, I'm going to have 50-foot fly speed anyway.
You a quick bird.
These guards seen the I'm debating if they just want to hold position or if they want to try to rush. I think they're too scared to rush this thing. I think they're just gonna hold.
That's a smart
I think
move.
they're just gonna hold their ground where they are.
They should perceive the adventurers dealing with this nonsense and go, let's just wait it out.
They're probably standing there going, is either side of this fight not going to kill me?
Yes.
Because there's a bunch of zombies fighting unknown heavily armed invaders.
Kahiko is going to attack the zombie.
They brought a prisoner with them.
Womp. Wow. Nope, it failed. It needed a 19. Okay, that zombie's dead. No, it needed a yeah.
Wasn't Ohiko a willing prisoner? Like he asked to be put away?
We showed up with a hobo with broken manacles on his wrists and ankles.
Oh, that's true. Bird hobo.
So Kiko's flying this way after killing the zombie.
He did not get the speed upgrade, apparently.
No. He did not. He is not a barbarian with the mobile feat.
Alright. This thing, it is going to turn its attention to Ramvik, who hit it harder.
Did I?
Valid.
Attack
Who
E,
hit it
18.
last? That hits.
12 slashing.
I take
Or
12 damage.
piercing.
It is
Next
piercing.
one, 14.
Miss.
Okay. It tries to do those two things, and then it is going to
create an echo.
cunning action. Disengage. Does it even matter?
Good for it.
Um,
I'm going to chase it all the way down.
Yeah.
You can cunning action disengage. I can cunning action dash.
That's true.
I don't think it mattered. I don't think it cares enough to do that. I think it's just gonna try to attack things. Okay.
Action
Or it.
activate fighting spirit.
I'll use my entire action and just dash to engage him. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sure. All right, Cavis. There's one enemy remaining in this room.
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna try and catch up Dash, and I'll probably, if I have not already done so, I would equip my weapons.
Sure.
And I'll yell out, even though I'm pretty sure everyone here is totally fine. I'll be like, I have armaments!
Oh yeah, you're carrying the sack of everybody's
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm just like a
Yeah.
dark Santa.
I'm over here like I have
Like Krampus.
I have 2 less AC than usual, and I need a bow desperately.
I
Okay,
mean,
yeah.
I used my action to dash there. Never mind.
Yeah.
Light's gone, zombies are gone. Pretty sure you guys are gonna probably just roll this thing at this point, but
Probably.
Yeah, probably. But we should.
Enoch is going to move up next to Samus. And is that close enough for Ray of Frost?
Yes.
It is.
would he,
So
at this point, would he care enough to keep using magic?
I mean, the only people in the room
It's a
are the
cantrip.
Duke and his son, so he would probably
And
just
some
keep
guards.
Also,
And
it's
this,
cantrip.
and this mysterious singer.
going. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the mysterious singer might get. I mean, he's already used magic
Several times, yeah.
Thunderclap is kind of loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then he's going to hit this thing with Ray of Frost. Try to. 19.
Yep. That hits.
He does 17 cold damage.
Hey. That seemed to... It did not like that. Berthold.
Can this one talk?
Okay. Dagger attack. 26 to hit.
Yep.
That is 13 damage.
I think at this point Enoch is kind of in a rage because he's gotten hit a lot.
He did get hit like 3 or 4 times. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You have.
Just be glad he didn't use Fireball.
Second dagger attack. 15.
Miss.
Okay. Cunning action disengage.
Okay.
Retreating to next to the guards for now.
Did you say something about needing a bow?
Yes,
Personal
several
experience.
times.
Like in
Repeatedly.
character is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Get him.
Yeah.
Yes, at least once or
He asked
twice.
Samus for a weapon, but Samus is only carrying her own crossbows.
Yeah, he asked Samus for a weapon, and Samus responded by saying, "The zombies are coming from the dungeon."
Yes. There were still people in the room. I had to get the
Did you
message
just
across.
leave the sack near the door, Canvas?
No, he's charging with the sack.
I'm
Oh,
currently
okay.
charging with it. That said,
Yeah.
I will hopefully,
You got
after
that.
this dies
crit,
down, I will
so you're
probably go
flanking.
cheat.
Oh. I will roll an extra d10 then.
Yeah, you're flanking it, so. So that's 8. and
17.
then 9. Or 17.
I was gonna
So
say
that's the
I
first hit
think-
is 8, and then the next one is second hit is 9, so it needs to make an undead fortitude save. It succeeds. It is at 1.
It would be
Samus.
real funny if these guards got the kill.
They just run
Let
in.
them have their pride.
Spears are throwable weapons.
That's true.
Brian's turn.
Oh yeah, sorry. Zoned out. I'm gonna shoot it.
Yep. That misses.
That-
Wow,
Shoot it
definitely
again.
zoned out.
That hits.
There you go.
Okay.
Samus
16
in real time
damage.
zoned out.
That's 16.
16.
Okay, it can potentially save. It does not. It dies. The undead centurion falls to the ground.
Does this thing have uncanny dodge?
I barely have it. That's Rogue 5.
Fair.
If it hadn't candy dodged, it would have a better sneak attack.
It
guy.
is dead. That is end of the initiative.
I
And
flex.
it's a little past when we would normally stop, so I'll do a little thing here and then we'll call it. But so as you guys, actually we could, well, as you guys are, winding down from this fight or whatever, the guards, the Duke sheepishly walks back up to Enoch. It's like, how'd those horrible things get into?
They were in the
Our mouth.
dungeon.
Where did they come from?
Apparently they came to the dungeon, as Samus here is telling me.
Samus
Like, how-
brings the dude back.
How could they? And then, right as the sun is about to say something, a guard runs back into the room down the stairs and says, it's like, he sounds, Sire,
White face.
yeah, white face, Sire, the Black Veil, they have started to attack the city. And that is where we will end our session for tonight.
I'm hearing it's a good thing I used all of my rages in a mini dungeon that Samus could have cleared alone.